Hi everyone, in this video I wanted to go over the 28-11 mailing labels that you're doing as part of assignment 14. So that's obviously in lesson 28, so you can find lesson 28 in the part 2. So I click the lessons button, and then lesson 28 is part of unit 6, so I'll go ahead and click unit 6. And then here's lesson 28. Make sure you've done all of the other requirements. And then when you're ready to do 28-11, you're just going to scroll down and click this link right here. Now, yours may not have edit work because I've already put a couple things up here. I've been working on it back and forth. So if you're just starting this assignment, you will only have the Start Work button available, which you can go ahead and click on that. And then I'm in the Chrome browser, so it wants me to open this, or it might just say down at the bottom. So I'll go ahead and just click on open, and then I'll save it in just a moment. So sorry about that. And then I want to click on enable editing. Okay, so for the labels, we're actually going to have a page of labels that you're going to actually type in. So there are 6 labels that you'll be typing. So the first thing that we want to do is choose the kind of label that we're going to be working with. And in the book it gives you a suggestion using the standard Avery standard 5160 address labels. So let's go ahead and start on our mailings tab. Go ahead and click that, and then in our create group over here, let's click on labels, and then here's where we're going to make sure to choose the 5160 if it's not already chosen. If it isn't, go ahead and click on options, and yours might come up way up at the top. The one thing that you want to make sure is choose Avery US letter for your label vendors here, so you get a list of those. And then the 5160, all of these are in numerical order, so you're just going to keep scrolling down until you kind of come to the area of the 5s, and then I'll just kind of scroll up here a little bit. There we go, and there's the 5160 address labels. So you want to go ahead and choose those and then click OK. So that's where you would find that 5160. In this case, since we have these 6 different labels, we're not going to put anything in the address label here. We're not using a return address or anything, but we are going to say use the full page of the same label, and what that's going to do is give us a sheet of blank labels that we can then type in our own information. So the last thing on my list is to go ahead and click on New Document. So now this is actually going to bring up a different document because it's going to be a page of labels, and I'll tell you that in just a second about saving it. So then what you're going to do is you're looking in the book, and then you're just going to start typing. So I'll start typing the first label. So again, I'm just typing in the information this time, and then when you're at the end of each line, you're just going to press enter, and then continue typing the information as it's shown in the book. And I won't type every single one of these because I know it would just be painfully boring for you, but I'll just kind of type the first one. Okay, so when you're done typing each label, what you can do is either click inside of this next label, or you can even press the tab key 2 times. So see how it jumps? That's kind of like the little gutter in between, and then it jumps to the next label. Or if I was over here, I could always just click inside of this label. So you don't need to worry about any spacing. You're just going to go ahead and click in there, and then you're going to type the next label and the next one. And then for the second line of labels, you'll come down to this second row and start typing them in. So I have a finished document. So you can see here I typed all of the labels, so I have 6 labels all together. And then what you can do is go ahead and just save this as. So I would do a file and save as and just find where you want to put it. I had it in my little folder that I'm keeping other things in. You can put it on the desktop or wherever it is that you're keeping things. I'll just go ahead and I'll just stick it on the desktop for right now. I just named mine with my last name, and then I put 28-11 and then labels. In this case, don't worry about, just put in something that makes sense for you, that you'll be able to find it again, and then go ahead and click on Save. Okay, and then I have my GDP is still open here, so my next step is I need to upload that file. So I'm going to click on Browse, and wherever you saved your work, let's go over to the desktop, and here's that file that I just saved. So let's go ahead and we can double click, and that will go ahead and put it in there. You can see that little clock is going. Once the clock is done, that means it's uploaded. I can see the name of my document here faintly, and also my Submit Work button is now active. So I can click on the Submit Work button, and it's going to look at my document. And I can see here that I don't have any errors, and believe me, I had a couple, so I had to go back and fix them. I'd had some typing errors. It doesn't look, when you're reviewing it here, it doesn't look anything like the labels, but the GDP software sees it as the labels. So if you do have any typos, just go ahead and close this, and either just go back to the document that you had been originally working on if you still had it open, or if you had uploaded it and then now you're coming back to it a little bit later on, you could also click on Edit Work, and that will pull down the last document that you had put in here, and then you could fix it that way as well. Okay, so I hope that is helpful for you. Again, for this particular exercise, you're just creating basically a page of blank labels, and then you're just simply typing in the information as it shows in the book, and then uploading it back to GDP. Okay, so again, I hope that that was helpful for you, and please let me know if you have any questions, okay? Take care.